the second round of small tires. All right, guys, this thing's got major rock arm noise. Have no idea what it's from. All rockers are tight. I mean, I got lashed on 10, so it's not like they're super loose. I don't really understand what's happening. We also we found, yeah, good eye. I need to find it. And it is leaking all the way around. I can, yeah, oh yeah, I can feel it. Yeah, it's all the way down on the bottom too. So we're gonna have to find a little TIG welder. Somebody, I don't know if anybody's got a TIG welder. You got a MIG, right? MIG is fine. What MIG? Is it flux core? Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty. All right, guys. Luckily, this one's broke. The other one's not broke yet. So this one generally is in this 2-piece pipe here, so I can easily get it off normally. Have to be very careful of when we put this thing back together, is that these go on the right place. Top of the wastegate and side of the wastegate. Now, this is not the reason we lost. Lost because we overpowered the track. Wow. Alright guys, so we got lucky. Houston just happened to bring a little flux core welder.
It was the last thing I put in my trailer. I was like, I thought about putting some of those bars in that car. I was like, I'm just gonna bring this in case we get extra time and I can do it.
It kind of worked out.
It did work out.
The other thing that's funny is you brought this and didn't bring no fuel. You got just enough fuel to race.
Yeah, how do I bring the little flux core welder and not bring enough E85.
That's okay.
Right?
I always forget stuff too. I never have everything I need.
Yeah,
So
bought stuff, bought towels and stuff, left them at the shop.
when you think you're prepared, so we drilled some holes in it at the end. It was completely all the way around. So yeah,
It was 50%. Sure.
yeah, it was definitely leaking pretty bad. So we want to just flux core it up. Let's go. Alright guys, for a trackside repair, it is what it is. It is ugly. It is flux cored, but there's no holes there. I kept blowing out here, and I kept blowing out here, and I kept blowing out there. We turned the heat down, so we'll try to find, we'll probably have to redo that at some point. Try to get the slag off of it, and maybe it'll hold for the weekend. Good job, Houston. Good job. Can't believe I brought that.
The world's smallest welder came in clutch.
Flux core, baby.
Flux core.
We ain't got no we ain't got no hammers. We ain't got no what's the wire brushes to clean it up. It's fine. We're sending it. Look at it. Look at it. Look close.
We'll get it in.
Boy, look at that weld.
Woo!
Good stuff, baby. Hey,
Good.
at least this one is the easy one to get on and off.
You're right.
I ain't gotta take the whole kit off.
Damn right.
Yay.
Back operational.
All right, guys. So this thing is still making a little noise. It's running rough. It sounded like I had a dead hole. So we just went ahead and changed all the spark plugs in it. So we're going to let it run, fire it up. I might drive it around a little bit and see if I can get some heat in it. See, this pump, it's still got the 240 degrees, and so I don't understand exactly what happened. Matt with DNR, he had a good point. I took this cap off when it was really hot and water kind of went everywhere. So potentially that water over here, super cool in this, that may have been what cracked that. I don't know for sure though. We don't know. It's just a guesstimation. So we might try to make a grudge race here. Matt was trying to see if we could get a grudge race action. We were going to do a YouTube call out. Houston has YouTube channel, KOTV. Matt, of course, has DNR. Go check him out. And then, of course, my channel. We were looking for a fourth YouTuber, but there's none out here with cars that are still not in the race. Brandon Shannon is killing it out there. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do that or not. It would be nice to make another hit to see how it works, too. right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. We had a blast. Matt, DNR, he had a blast. He didn't quite make it through either. He done a little smoke show. Houston done a little bit of smoke show. Well, he found his problem though. Yes. It's amazing in Holley traction control. If you click one box, it don't work. So it didn't work. So yeah. So here we go. So tomorrow maybe it'll be better. Y'all go check us out. Go check out Matt's channel, DNR Auto. Go check out Houston's channel, KOTV. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see y'all. We tired, but we had a good time. We're doing a little extracurricular activity. Generally, when you're trying to mic something that involves a thrust bearing, it's probably not good. I noticed when I was revving it earlier that it was moving a little bit. I set these things up. I think Danny set it up to like 13 thousandths when we did it. So he's got the caliper on this thing. Hey, Houston, hold this that camera right there.
So we got like 825, let's say. Oh, and this is in millimeters. You want it in inches?
Yeah, put it in inches.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me get it in inches.
Okay.
There we go. 0 over here.
So we set this thing. I think Danny set it up at like 12 or 13. We like to have a lot. But
Okay, so we got like 327.
327. Now we're just trying to get a difference here. Zero that out on the 327, wherever the zero is.
There you go.
All right, ready? 53 thousandths.
Man,
Let's try one more time.
that's plenty.
Still on zero.
There we go.
So 35, 40, that 40. So
What was 9 off the first time? So that would be about right.
okay, so
one more time.
So 40. Okay, let's take an average here. Now this is a guesstimate because we don't have the proper equipment.
Okay. Yeah, it's around 43 times.
So we got about 40 thousandths of thrust. So 40 thousandths of thrust, guys, it's a lot.
That's realistic.
That's a lot.
That's 5 times normal.
Yes.
I bet what a stock engine would run.
Which that could be the noise we're hearing too, guys. Think about it. If the crankshaft is moving forward and backwards, forward back, the rods, we have rod clearance, side load. Houston said he thought he heard a squeak earlier. I thought I heard a squeak earlier too, but I didn't want to say nothing.
Didn't want to hear it.
He didn't say nothing. No, but so you know, this is a pretty high dollar motor. So probably 100% the best thing to do is to take this thing over to Mike's shop or Brian's shop. We got to take we don't have to take the whole K-member off of it, but we have to 100% take the rack and pinion off of it from the bottom and get that thing down, drop the oil pan, and we could probably roll the thrust bearing in there if it's not hurt the thrust on the crankshaft, which is 50-50. I mean, sometimes it hurts them, sometimes it doesn't.
I drink the oil. You can always smell if it's burning. You know that
Yeah.
smell. That does smell.
So we got to make a decision tonight if I'm going to try to run it or not tomorrow. I mean, it's a $25,000 race, but if we hurt my motor to where I can't reuse my crankshaft or I break a rod because it puts it in a bind, that's a pretty big risk. So generally I say send it, but that's generally when I've got junkier parts. You know, so look, they're going up for the patches finals. So yeah, we got to think about this one. I'll let y'all know. I need to think about it if I'm gonna try to run it tomorrow or not. We may drive it into the trailer, go work on it next week, try to get it ready for JJ's race. And yeah. All right, guys, here's the semifinals. good race. Guys, Willie Dynamite got the all team Denver finals. All right, guys, here is the finals for Friday night cash days, Union County, all team Denver final. Patches in the left lane, Willie Dynamite in the right lane. Guys, they great friends, great teammates. Somebody's getting the flashers. I don't know who's getting it, but somebody's getting the flashers. What a drag race. Nobody got the flashers. Must have been really close. Who was it? I couldn't tell from my perspective. Willie Dynamite for the win. All right, guys, the decision has been made. I hit my engine builder up, Danny and Bobby, sent him a message over at B&D Performance and asked him, told him that I had 40 thousandths of thrust. What did he think? And I put send it. He thinks I was joking, but I wasn't joking. So he probably just saved me a lot more money because he said he needs to send it to the crank shop. And he's right. It needs we need to pull the pan off of it. We need to see if the crankshaft is damaged. If the crankshaft is wore, then obviously the whole motor's got to come out. Pull the motor out of it. Snatch crankshaft out. Send it off to Danny. Let Danny and Bobby weld the thrust, and then just remachine it down. It happens. We have a converter pressure regulating valve on this thing from, I think, ATI. It regulates it at like 90 PSI, I think it is. But, you know, spooling a turbo car is hard on thrust bearings. It just is. I mean, it just is hard on them. And so I think that's what we got done. And I think that's what the noise that we have. I mean, clearly the thrust bearing is beat up. It's always the one pushing back. And I think that's what noise we're hearing with the rods. Think about it. If the crankshaft is moving 40 thousandths back and forth, the rods are moving back and forth 40 thousandths, and it's probably getting up on the crankshaft and also the pin in the piston. You know, the rod is sliding back and forth, and, you know, that's just not good. I mean, it's just not. So, I mean, I think most people set them up at like 6 to 8 thousandths, 10 thousandths. We like them a little bit looser than that, just because, you know, it's a turbo motor. It gets hot, and, you know, you just want to make sure it's good. Hadn't seen any metal in the oil, but there's going to be metal in the oil now for sure. So it's just one of those things. It is what it is. So I think the smart thing is what he said. Don't send it down the racetrack. Take this thing out and fix it. All right, guys, that's it. So we're done. We're going to be heading to Piedmont in the morning, and we will be helping Randy. We're going to be trying to race for $15,000 in all steel, all glass. Houston is here still, so he's going to have to get some help from our buddies that helped us today. Comment, like, and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Head on over to turbojohnracing.com. We got hats and t-shirts. Sweatshirts also coming up. Getting cold. Later, guys.